Good afternoon, welcome to my vlog, and how are you guys today? In today's vlog, I don't really have any specific topic to talk about, but just some things and just random rant. But the first thing that comes into my mind is, did you read my novel? If you didn't, there is a link in the video description, and it's a fantasy novel called Limits. It's hosted on Web Novel, and it's an original story that I'm writing, and there are currently 24 chapters of this story. There will be about 200, maybe 300 chapters. We will see about that, because I like to write a very detailed description of stuff, at least explain a lot of things and do it logically. Although it is fantasy novel, an adventure novel, I like to do things logically, because it's not about superpowers of some sort, at least not yet. But yes, I try to be as logical as I can. So, for example, if the main character, does something, there is a reason to doing it. Or if he doesn't know something, there is no such thing as he learns it from outer space or something like that. It's more of that way. So, for example, he has to learn something before he can do something, and so on. And he's not a genius or anything like that. For example, sees once or something, a complicated process of some sort, and then he can do it perfectly or something like that. No, it's not like that. It's about limits. The novel, as I explained it to some people that got a bit disappointed reading my novel, because they thought, the novel is about revenge, or the novel is about something or that. And I especially did a kind of review to myself, and explained what this novel is not. So, for example, if you go to this website, if you've never been to this website, this novel website has a very popular tag, or rather type of novels, and they are system novels. Everyone wants to write a system novel. And by system I mean it's something where in reality you have a computer system, like programmed into you, and you can use that system to affect reality. You get levels and stuff like this, and so on. So if you ever read that type of novel, you'll know what I'm talking about. And that's what the system is, pretty much. Novel is about. Someone gets a system, and most of the time these characters, the main characters, are OP or overpowered, and therefore they get everything handed to them, for example, or they get out of space, out of thin air most of the time, and stuff like this. They have incredible luck, and so on. And in my novel you won't find that. You won't find that because it's not a system novel, and the main character of the novel is not OP, which means overpowered. Human beings in reality have to work hard to get some achievements, to achieve something, basically. And that's what my novel is about. It's about limits. It's about journey to reach the limits. And I won't say anymore. So, it's really a story of struggle. It's a story of revenge, love, hatred, greed. Why am I saying this? Because these feelings are part of human nature, and this story is about human nature, and limits are part of human existence. We all have limits. and we all have different limits at that. Some may refer to strength, some may refer to intelligence, some may refer to ability to do something. There's a limit how much you can learn, for example. So we all have our own limits, or limits of doing something even under the pressure. For example, would you kill someone under the pressure, and if you didn't, you would die? And if you didn't break the limit, let's call it like limit, then you would die, because you wouldn't be able to make yourself kill someone or something like that. Now this is 100% theoretical. It's not any type of, I'm not giving examples that you should do something like that. I'm not saying that whatsoever. As I said, I'm talking about the abstract notion of my novel. And as I said, there are 24 chapters. Those chapters contain 32,000 words together. What the hell, man? You're smoking well. I can feel it. And so that's what my novel is really about. It's about human existence, human journey, and limits. So I think it's an interesting novel if you think about it from that point of view. I can see a van coming over. Fuck it. And so, sorry, and so, that's what my novel is about. So if you like this type of idea, then you probably will like my novel. There are chances at least you will like it. I write it myself, I edit it myself, so it takes more time to edit it and write it. Of course I have to write it, that's one thing, and also I have to edit it. And I don't just edit it once, I have to read it 3 times to find the smallest mistakes I can. If I don't have time, I might do it once, but then I return to it. And I also tell people, if you spot any mistake, do notify me, because I can correct it, and then other people who read that in the future will get better experience. So I don't have problem with correcting, words that I got wrong or something like that. It's just that I want to be pointed out. I want this novel to be as best as it can be, without any errors, at least typos and stuff like that. And so this is pretty much about my novel. Now the other thing is, I already have a second series of videos of my brother's training, so if you're interested in that, it will be available on YouTube soon. I just have to edit it, make it into parts, because I did record it with different camera, with this one I have right now. So the sound quality is much better, that's for one thing. And it was his second time, he didn't, I won't spoil it for people who didn't watch it though. But he did a lot better than the last time, because it was his first time, this is his second time. So when you see the video, you'll get the idea. And I did pretty much all the exercise with him. I even did the emergency stop. And of course I couldn't do any type of, any type of road stuff with him, like roundabouts and stuff. First of all, I don't have a radio. I will buy a radio quite soon. It will be soon when I buy it. So I'll buy the radio. And then when he gets his CBT, I can actually talk to him and give him directions. You will hear that. So you hear my directions. And you also see him going in front of me. But that is, you know, later on when I get the second bike and stuff and he gets my bike. And I get a radio as well. What the hell are they doing? Look at these idiots. So yeah, this will be available shortly, day or two maybe. And that's pretty much that, I think. Yeah, as I said, I'm not an instructor though. So me doing the radio connection is just to check how my brother is riding. So I'm not doing a CBT with him. It will look like CBT on the road. I will tell him, you know, if he makes any mistakes or stuff like that. But that is to teach him. I'm not preparing him for full exam or anything. If he wants to do it, he will go to school and do it. As I said, I'm not qualified instructor, but teaching my brother for free and giving him hints and stuff like that is not against the law. I can have a license-free walkie-talkie on me when I ride, as well as I can have a camera with a mic. The same thing. I'm buying a radio that is Vox, which means it's voice operated. Therefore, if I come on, yeah, that's one. If I, there we go. I don't like this van though. He's sticking too close to me. I don't like this guy. He's following me for a longer period of time now. And I don't like him. Yeah. And he's following me still. If he follows me, when I turn left on that street, I'm gonna stop and wait for him to pass. Because when sometimes people follow you, it may be because they want to see where you live to steal your bike. So be aware of that though. If you see a guy following you for a long period of time, don't ignore them. Stop for a moment. If they stop as well, call the fucking police, man. Wait a minute or something, or if you move and they move, they're following you. They are obviously following you. So you have to watch out for this type of people. I mean, he can go the same way as I am. But if I stop and he's not going the same way I am, or I was supposed to go, then there is no reason for him to stop. Why is he stopping when I'm stopping? You can test that guy out. Okay. That's what I'm saying. We'll see if he is following me or not. If he is, I will just stop on the street over there, let him pass. If he doesn't want to pass, I will just stand there. And I move off later on. If he moves off, I'll go to a very different location whatsoever. I will not go home whatsoever. Because I don't know if he's spotting people where they live. It can happen to anyone. Just to steal a bike. He's not following me. That's very good. Well, as I said, if you turn and he's following you, he will turn after you. So you have to look out. If you see the same car for a long period of time on your travel, do look out. Especially if you have an expensive bike. I mean, 125 can be expensive. Don't get me wrong. A new 125, this one costs maybe what? 2,800 maybe? Dude, you should let me go. I was already in the pipe. 2,800, this new bike. Not this model, because they don't make this model anymore, I think. Yeah, they make different model. But it's about 2,800, something like that. Right? So, 2,800 for this one, for new. But Aprilia RS125 or RS4 once, I don't remember. They changed the name because it was RS125, but it's now changed to something else. I don't remember anymore. But it cost over £4,000. Over £4,000. Aprilia, and a 125 bike. So that's what I'm saying, guys. Now you have to watch out. Oh, this is a bus stop I never saw. I don't really want to overtake on this. Oh, fortunately, I was lucky. Yeah, that's why I don't want to overtake on this. Because sticking behind him, I will stick behind him for the rest of my life. But overtaking is a risk in itself because I could meet that guy. Okay. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much that, you know. Enough of my rant, I think. I talked about most of the stuff I wanted to talk about. And that's pretty much that. So if you like, subscribe, and well, like the videos, of course, if you want to, and you can share them if you want to as well, or comment if you want to as well. I'll see you in my next vlog, or more precisely when I teach my brother for the second time. And that's pretty much it. So thanks guys for watching. I will see you in my next video. Blast out.